G'day guys, we're getting ready to hit the road now. We've been putting this trip off since January with COVID lockdowns in Victoria. It's made it pretty tricky to plan a trip. We've had a few other things on the go as well. We've sort of sold a property and waited for that to settle, and then we've had a bit of a change in our business structure where we've combined our business with another business, and we've got that all up and running now. So looks like they're going to unlock the borders this in the next week or so. So we might start heading north shortly. So what we thought we might do this trip is a tip-to-tip trip. So we might go from the very south of the mainland Australia to the very north of mainland Australia and see what we can see along the way. So I might jump on the Wikicamps app and give you a little bit of an overview of where we intend to go. Trip will probably be 16,000 kilometres in total, and we've sort of got a 3 or 4 month plan, so we'll see how we go. We don't want to plan anything too concrete at this stage. We want to sort of do a bit of exploring. So we've got the car packed, got a little bit of a trip to go get the van, which is up in Wangaratta at the moment, and then we'll post a few videos and photos along the way and let you see what we're up to. So this is the app we use to plan our trips out, called Wikicamps. Been using this for about probably 6 years now. Pretty good app. Once you get to know how it works, it makes planning a trip pretty simple. So I'll give you a little bit of a look at what we've laid out so far. So this is us here in Wild Dog Valley in southern Victoria, and this trip we're going to go tip to tip. So got 170, we've got 71 places marked on the map so far. What we got planned out is 15,700 kilometres. It'll probably be longer than that because you travel along, you see a sign, you go, well, let's go and have a look at that. So not hard to stick another 400 or 500 k's on a day trip here and there. So I'll show you what we've got planned out now and see what you think. So overview of it all. So this is very south of Australia to the very north of Australia, and where we're planning to go. So we'll leave here from home to the tip's about 130, 140 k's. So we're going to go down to Wilson's Prom National Park, and we'll go down to the very south tip, which is called South Point. And we'll go down there, we'll get a photo of the sign there that says we're at the South Point, and then we'll start heading north from there. So we've had a look around here a few times before, but we might take a few photos and video or two while we're there, and then we'll head up through Melbourne to Wangaratta, where our van is currently in storage. So Wangaratta sort of up on the Ovens River. We'll spend a couple of days there. We've got a few maintenance items to take care of on the van, and then we've got to pick up some supplies and a few bits and pieces there. We'll spend a couple of days there. We might do a bit of a trip out to Bright while we're there. We've got some friends that'll be in Bright on the weekend that we're there. So Bright is over here somewhere. Bright's over there, so we might do a day trip over to Bright and then head out north after that. So depending on the weather, we might go along the river, along the Murray River. Where's the Murray River? Murray River's up here. Go along the Murray River and stop on a few campsites along the way. There we'll head across into New South Wales then, back in across the river again, and then we'll go up to Mildura. Probably spend 3 or 4 days in Mildura, have a bit of a look around there, and we'll head up north again to Broken Hill, and then across to Wilcannia and Cobar. So this is Cobar here, somewhere. Around there somewhere is Cobar, and then we'll head up through Burke and up through real outback New South Wales. This is the Queensland border here, so we'll see whether that's open or not by the time we get there. Then we'll go up through outback Queensland, and then up there, get to probably Cooktown. So Cooktown's about here somewhere. So we'll get into Cooktown. Cooktown's a fairly large town, so by the time we get there, the car will be due for a service. So we'll book that in, get that service, check everything over, get some more supplies, and then we'll start heading up towards the tip. So from Cooktown to Cisa, which is right up the top, or Punsoon Bay, is about 700 kilometres. That road is mostly dirt. Depending on the traffic and how much rain they've had, it can be really corrugated, or it might be okay. Last time we went, it was probably half-half, so 50% was really bad and 50% had just been graded. So we will spend probably 3 weeks up in that area, and then we'll come back down to Cairns, spend a bit of time around Cairns and Port Douglas, and then we'll work our way back down here. We go across to Normanton, and we go down here to the Savannah Way and up to Llewellyn Springs. Llewellyn Springs is a 1,000 square kilometre station that's up in far north tropical Queensland, so we'll go up there, try to do a bit of barramundi fishing and a bit of camping up there and looking around. Then we'll come back down across this way to Townsville, and then work our way back down the east coast and sort of follow the good weather back down. So that's where we plan to go. Nothing's concrete, but we'll head off on Monday and we'll do a few videos and photos along the way and let you guys have a look at what we're doing. Okay, wish us luck.